What's up guys? Welcome to a new video. If this is your first time stopping by, hello, my name is Sade. So on my channel, I typically do travel videos and I've been incorporating a lot more of the ups and downs of my life. But I'm really excited because we're officially in Vlogtober. Today is October 5th. The sun is so beautiful outside, and because I kind of live in the northern area, we're getting a little bit more crisp air, which I am so thankful for because I love fall fashion. I love these cable knit sweaters and just wearing hoodies and sweatpants and just clothes that really hug me and make me feel warm and cozy, right? So I do have a trip coming up later this week where my friend and my family, we're gonna be traveling to London for a couple of days. If you haven't been to London in the fall, then you're in for a treat. It also is pretty cold, so I wanna make sure that I'm prepared and have proper clothing to kind of keep me warm, but also I wanna be fashionable, honey. So this is why I'm like, okay, well maybe there are a few things that I knew I wanted to buy. However, because back in the spring, if you haven't checked that video out yet, I definitely recommend it. In one of these corners up here, you can click on the video. I did a full spring cleaning of my home and all of my closets and my clothes, and I gave away like 6-7 bags worth of things that just no longer spark joy in my life. I was trying to follow kind of Marie Kondo's theory of holding on to things that really add value and make you feel happy. So when thinking of the things that I wanted to take with me on this trip to London, I thought it would be better, instead of buying things brand new, to go and buy some gently used clothes at a much more reasonable price point. I have a couple of coats actually in my closet that I've thrifted that I probably would have spent $150 for at the store and maybe only paid $12. So I'm hoping to find some of the things. I've been scouring Pinterest, kind of trying to figuring out what the fall trends are. I've been really into like these chocolatey brown colors. Suede is also really in. And now even though we're going into fall where a lot of the colors are a little bit more muted, pops of color here and there, like a pop of red, or a lot of these dark cherry red colors have been really nice. So I'm excited to see what I go and find today. I'll probably give myself a budget so that I don't go overboard. But who doesn't love thrifting, right? Because you never know what you're gonna find, and hopefully we'll find some good things today. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Welcome to a fall vlog, Vlogtober, and welcome to fall thrifting. Let's get out of here. Right, ready to hit the road. So we've made it to the thrift store. Now, one thing I did want to say before we fully get into this video, for those of you who tuned in thinking that I would give some fashion tips, I just want to give the disclaimer that I am not that girl. I've never really been a fashionista, even though I do love fashion. I just don't have that foundational knowledge, if you will. I kind of just wear what feels good. Growing up, I was the only girl out of boys, so really, if I think back, I wasn't really the best dresser. My family and my friends could probably co-sign that statement, which is okay. I'm totally fine. I definitely feel like I've evolved and found a little bit of a fashion sense, but not in the way that makes me an expert by any means. I just really love shopping is the problem. So before we go into the thrift store, I just wanted to tell you guys that. And also, I tend to change my fashion sense depending on the season. So like in the summer, I kind of revert back to like my 20s vibe, which I am no longer, definitely late 30s. But I tend to wear like brighter clothes, tighter fitting clothing. But I think the reason why I enjoy fall so much is because I feel the most like myself and comfortable when I'm wearing, you know, more oversized clothing, more classic looks. My style has definitely changed over the years. I mean, I think women are beautiful at any age and at any size, but definitely your clothes kind of are an extension of your personality and how you express yourself. And so I find myself changing you know, my style throughout the years. And one thing that I really admired growing up is with my grandmother is watching her get dressed. She was always very classy, but still had like a hint of sexiness. And it wasn't about wearing tight fitting clothes, but just things that really accentuated her body and made her feel very confident. And I think that's more or less where I am now in my late 30s. All right, I want to stop chatting. Let's go in the store because I'm really excited to see what we're going to find. This is my first time at this location and I wasn't expecting it to be this huge. I don't even know where to begin. So one thing I do love about thrift shopping is that you tend to find things here that you would probably spend $150 on, but look, would only cost you $15.99. I'm starting in the men's wear section, mainly because I am such a fan of blazers in general, and I feel like the structured look of the men's blazers and with the broad shoulders, as I tend to have, kind of fit me a lot better. And I feel like they just have better style over here. So I own a couple of men's blazers. So definitely don't skip out on the men's wears, ladies, because you might find some things here that you like. I really like this print. It's like a brown, but it has stitches of maroon in it. It's a double XL, might be a little bit too big for me, but I'm gonna try it on, see if it works. What the heck is this? I guess, you know, you'll find a couple of good finds, and then there's some outfits in here that obviously are secondhand that you're kind of like, what the fuck? All right, switching over to the dresses. I'm not sure how successful I'm gonna be in this aisle, but definitely looking for something probably more along the lines like this sweater knit vibe, if I am to find anything. This is not bad actually. Let me take a look. It's actually a Calvin Klein dress for 12 bucks. Not a bad find. I wonder, it kind of like has like an A-line bottom to it. I wonder how it would fit on. I guess I'll throw it in the cart and find out. You guys check this out. It's like a knit sweater dress. It's a really nice color, kind of like a taupey brown, light coffee kind of color. It's a very thick material for $7.99. I'm not sure that brand, Loewe's, but not a bad find. I do have something like this already at home, something very similar, so I probably won't get this, but had I not, this probably would have been strongly up for consideration. This one kind of looks like the sweater that I'm wearing that also is a sweater dress. Oh, definitely not gonna buy things I already have, right? This dress is pretty nice from the Gap. $11.99, 54% wool, 33% polyester. I could definitely wear this dress with like a turtleneck underneath or something with some tights and a high boot. That could be cute. And try it on. Okay, now we are in probably my favorite aisle, which are the coats. Only because coats are so expensive in the stores anyway, but they're only like 20 bucks in the secondhand store. So hopefully we find something good. One of the things I've been seeing a lot of lately this fall season are these trench coats. I already actually have one at home, so I don't need this one, but it's not a bad buy. Foxland, made in Hong Kong, $19.99. It's a really nice quality. I'm not sure how much this would cost in the stores, but I feel like this quality is probably a lot better than the ones you find in the stores, so probably still a really good find. You guys check out this Ann Taylor long wool coat in this kind of ecru cream color. I think it has a belt so that you can kind of wrap and tie it around the front. It feels so creamy and soft. It's an XL, a little bit too big for my size, but is that a pocket? Oh my gosh, anything with pockets just like makes my heart skip a beat. Definitely not a bad buy. I'm always nervous, even though I'm wearing all white today, like this white coat, you know, how would I wash it? Like it'd have to be taken to the cleaners. I can already see a little bit of a stain, so this would kind of be a nightmare for me to wear as outerwear, but it is really beautiful and a really great find, especially for $34.99. Here's another like really feel good coat with this fur in the inside and this suede and this dark chocolate coffee color, which is really on trend. I think this is a large, but for $24.99, not a bad price. I wonder if I should try it on. It might be too big. Oh, but it feels so good in here. The pockets are also lined with fur. So this is definitely a good coat for winter. Oh my God, it feels so good. Ugh, so warm, cozy. Maybe a little bit too warm for fall, but definitely like a really good winter coat. I can't tell. I'm trying to look at the camera here to see if it's too big, but I don't know. Maybe I should put it in the cart and hold on to it. Maybe. I do love this chocolate color. Oh my God, there are so many good coats here. I found this faux leather trench coat, but it feels like really good quality. It's a large, and I tried it on briefly. I feel like it's too big, but this is so hard to find in the stores, especially for any price, and even near $34.99. So I think I'm just gonna put it in my shopping cart for now until I find a mirror somewhere and try it on. But when I saw it, I literally gasped. So I've been looking for like a nice, you know, faux leather trench. Definitely didn't think I was gonna find it here today, but I'm happy. Hopefully it fits. This is a little bit insane. I think I've overdone it, but I'm gonna try and find a mirror now, try on some of these coats, and I hope they all don't fit and look good because I really don't want to take all of them home. All right, here is that full-length trench leather coat that I was telling you guys about. It's a large, so it is a little bit big, but I actually don't mind it being oversized because that's typically what I like. You guys, this is genuine leather. I mean, so long as the tag is accurate. The inside, I think the lining is like a nylon, but the outside is a genuine, this would cost me like $1,000, maybe $600, between that range. In a store if I bought it brand new. It's 34 bucks, made in Korea. I really don't know what to do. I kind of like it, but then I also feel that it might be a little bit too big, but like when am I ever gonna find a genuine leather trench for $34? Decisions. Okay, so since I told myself, sorry, that I would not overdo it, I put back all of the 10 coats that I had pulled, and I am still stuck with this leather trench coat that is made of genuine leather, and I can't even believe it, for $34. It's a little big on me, I know this, but it's definitely something I've been looking for, excuse me, for some time now. So I'm really happy that I found it. Now I'm kind of in the accessories aisle. I don't need any accessories either. But here we are looking. I definitely would want to buy like some statement belts if I can find it. And then I have like my red shoes. So I was hoping to find some accessories to go with my shoes as well. But we're gonna take a look and see. These suede bags are really in style this season. It's actually not bad for $14. I don't know if I'd want it in red, but if I can find it in this color, I probably would snag it. Okay, I found this really cute Guess leather bag. It's almost clutch size, and I feel like it goes pretty perfectly with my red shoes. I kind of asked the gals next to me to see. I think I should get it for 10 bucks. It's really not a bad price. Here's another bag in that dark cherry that I was talking about earlier. $12.99. It's like a medium-sized hobo bag, which I really like. You can just throw everything in there. I don't know if I need another red bag, but this is such a beautiful color, especially for the fall. Ooh, I don't know. Decisions. Okay, these are things I'm struggling with. I found this really cute, mini red bag. Goes really well with my shoes. It's $10.99, but it's kind of gross inside. So I'm debating on whether or not I want to get it. It's gonna definitely require some deep cleaning, but the color matches perfectly. So I'm fighting with whether to get it or not because, red is a very particular color and hard to find something that, matches the same shade as it does with my shoes. So I'm not sure what to do yet with these. Also, I found a really nice cable knit gray sweater. It's very thick. Feels like it's nice and warm, and it has this nice folded sleeve detail, which I really like. I think it's $9.99, so it's not a bad price. Damn, these thrift store prices have really gone up. Everything used to be like $2.99, $3.99. Now I'm basically paying what I would pay full price in a store for something that's used, but I'm not really complaining because, again, the quality is really good. I feel like if I were to buy a sweater of this quality in the store, it would probably cost me maybe 40 to 50 bucks for this type of cable knit style. So I think I'm probably gonna get this one. I'm leaning towards that anyway. This shirt I really like. This brown color kind of gives me like a military uniform style, which I really like. I really love a good structured look. And there's something about this material. I know there's a little bit of wrinkles now, but I feel like if I folded this pretty nicely in my bag, it probably won't get wrinkled when traveling. And this is something that I could wear to work. It's like 10 bucks, or not even, 6 bucks, $6.99. Probably gonna get this one as well. Not that I need another bag, but this dark cherry is so nice. And for $12.99. It's a nice kind of faux leather material. Whoever had this bag took really good care of it. It seems to be in basically mint condition. And this is something that I could fold and throw into my luggage if I need some extra storage space while traveling. Especially if my bag's overweight and I have to throw something in a purse, I feel like this will be a really good default So I'm leaning towards getting this bag, and also again, this is just like a really nice fall color. This darker Merlot, burgundy, dark cherry. There's so many ways to describe it, but it's a beautiful bag. So I'm leaning towards getting this as well. And last but not least, the queen, the BIC that I'm still not sure what to do with. It's so heavy. This jacket probably weighs, I don't know, 25 pounds. Mainly because it's genuine leather. I still can't get over that for 30 bucks. It's big, but like I'm thinking maybe I can get it tailored in at some point. I'm just never gonna find a jacket like this for this price that's made out of real leather. I'm still mind blown. So back in the car it goes. Probably spent way too much time in there. I guess I don't feel so bad. I still spent about 36 bucks, which I think is excessive for a thrift store. And it would have been around $70, $80 had I decided to get that leather trench coat. I ended up putting it back. I just decided it was just too big. And even though it was a great price for the quality, it just wasn't my size, and I didn't want to spend, even if it's reasonable, $35 on something that I just wouldn't feel comfortable in. So I've left it. I left it back on the rack. Maybe I'll regret it when I get home, but you know, it is what it is. Actually, there's another thrift store, maybe like a mile or two from here. So I think I'm gonna stop in there and just see what they have. Briefly, I don't wanna spend nearly as much time as I spent there as I did in this store. Probably spent like almost 2 hours in there. It's a big store. But just take a look, and then I'm gonna head home, and I think we'll be done with this thrift day because I still need to kind of organize my clothes and pack for the trip coming up this week. Alright guys, back at it. We're actually in the next day. I spent way too long at that thrift store. I wasn't expecting it to be so large. I know it's a super store, but there was just aisles and aisles and aisles of things. And I was being very meticulous, going through all of the different aisles and making sure that I find pieces that I will actually use and wear. Again, I did a spring cleaning of my closet, so I didn't want to just have things in here for the sake of having them. So I think that's really what took me too long. I did, on the way home, stop at another Goodwill. And I'm kind of glad that I went to the first one before going to that one, because the Goodwill was not that great. It had a little stench when you walked in, which, okay, these are all secondhand items, but even the selection wasn't that impressive. So I spent maybe 5 minutes there before I walked out. But I am really happy that I found some really good finds in the other store. I obviously am washing some of the clothing items that I bought to make sure that they're nice and clean before I wear them. I got some nice purses, so I'm gonna make sure I clean them also really well. But we have a lot to do today. As you can see, we are in my boudoir, as I like to call it. This is actually a guest bedroom, but you know, my husband and I, we don't have children, so he has a guest bedroom, I have my own. So essentially all of my clothes, at least most of my winter wear and blazers and stuff, I kind of keep in this closet. And then the clothes that I wear most regularly are in our master bedroom closet. So I've kind of pulled from both closets things that I felt like I wanted to curate and wear on this trip. There's a lot more things that I actually need, but I wanted to kind of lay things out visually. That's why it looks the way that it looks. Do not be alarmed, because we'll get it all organized. And actually, speaking of organization, something I really enjoy doing, and if you haven't caught my last video, I kind of go through my process of creating a YouTube video and how I organize my shot list, and if I'm doing voiceovers, kind of my monologue notes that I use, if I'm just talking to the camera like this, or just research that I've done if I'm traveling and I want to make sure that I mention something while I'm on these trips. Anyway, I also do this when I plan my trips. I do a full itinerary just so that I can be, you know, very precise, because I don't like overpacking, and I do this all the time, and I get so frustrated when I do bring more things on a trip than I need, and then I'm lugging it around and it's actually kind of infuriating. So I try and be strategic. So I have my itinerary, you know, a tentative itinerary in terms of things that we're going to be doing each day that we're in London. And so I kind of use that as my baseline to try and figure out my outfits, to plan out what I'm going to wear each and every day. So far, if you guys check out my itinerary, we're going to be there about 4 days, 2 full days, and then we land in London Friday morning, afternoon-ish. So we'll have kind of half a day to kind of explore a little bit and maybe grab dinner that evening. So what I've kind of gathered is I'm gonna need about 2 outfits for the daytime, 3 outfits for the evening if I choose to change, which likely, you know, because we're gonna be out and about walking around, you're probably going to want to go back to the hotel, shower and change before dinner if we go out after for drinks or something of that nature. So I want to make sure I have outfits for the evening. And then airport clothing, I really don't care what I wear on the flights as long as it's comfortable. So I'll likely be wearing the same outfit going and coming back. And that way it'll save space in my luggage and, like, you know, whatever. I'm going to be on a flight. I'm not going to be taking any pictures, which is usually why you want to look a little bit cute, right? And obviously we're going to be walking a lot, so I want to be mindful of the types of shoes that I'm wearing. Right now, London, if I checked the weather a couple days ago. I'm hoping, you know, we don't get that much rain because it's been raining a lot these past couple of weeks. Temperatures are fairly good fall weather, somewhere between 50s and 60s. Maybe it'll drop a little lower in the evenings, but I feel really good that I don't have to take such heavy coats. I think my goal is just to layer, and that way, because, you know, you're walking around, you get a little bit warm, so that I can just kind of pull things off and then drop anything extra, let's say, in my bag that I'm carrying for the day. So let's try on some outfits. I want to incorporate some of the things that I already had in my closet with some of the items that I purchased at the thrift store yesterday. So I'm excited to try on so that I can plan out this trip and make sure that I am not being too crazy with overpacking things as I normally do. So let's try on. This room is a mess and I'm like dying to get it organized. So let's get started. Okay, so I kind of go over this in my last video. As I mentioned, I do very detailed itineraries, mainly because I like to keep the trip organized to make sure that if there are things in particular that I want to see, I don't want to miss. I put it in here to make sure that we stop by, and otherwise it kind of keeps the trip organized. Honestly, we kind of go with the flow as well. Like if we find a nice cafe that we want to sit at for 3 hours, it's okay if we don't get to check off all of these things. But I find that it's really helpful in informing what I'm gonna take on the trip. And so as you can see here, it's very detailed. I have all of our flight information, a lot of TMI stuff going on here, but you can see kind of where we're staying, how much it costs, and then also some of the things that I have planned. So I'm gonna try and organize myself in terms of my outfits for each day to make sure that I am taking clothing that are appropriate for the events that we're doing during that day. So like I said, we have about 2 full days there, and then the day that we fly in, we have a half day that evening, and then we fly out kind of mid-morning on our last day. So I want to make sure that I have 3 night outfits and 2 outfits for the day. And I want to kind of keep the color schemes similar as well. I know we're kind of in this autumn season. Obviously there's lots of fall trends going on, so I'm trying to kind of lean and gear towards that, even though it doesn't have to be really specific to those trends, but I think it would look really nice in photographs. So we're going to try on some things that I already have in my closet, incorporate some of the things that I bought, and then see if we can kind of narrow the scope here of all of these clothes that I have hanging and thrown everywhere, so that we can get to packing, because I am so excited for this trip and I just want to make sure that I'm not overwhelming myself taking more things than I actually need. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking about for dinner, our first night there. I just paired kind of a strap, you know, kind of knee length maxi satin leopard print dress, which I feel like when I was searching through Pinterest was very on trend, with a turtleneck. It's not super thick, it's very comfortable, so if I get a little warm, I can remove, you know, my jacket over top and still, you know, be able to maintain some warmth with this turtleneck without feeling totally overheated. I've also paired it with kind of a knee-high block heel leather boot. These boots are so comfortable. I actually use them to work in the office, so we'll see. I kind of really like this look. I do have a leather jacket that I'm thinking I could pair it with, but I'm gonna wait until the end to try and figure out which jackets I'm gonna take, because I don't wanna take a ton of things. So I wanna find maybe 1 or 2 max that will go with all the outfits for the weekend. But I really like this. I think this is a good option. And also because it's kind of a combination, right? Like I have this turtleneck that I could potentially wear with some jeans or another skirt or something of that nature. So I'm definitely liking this. This is something I already had in my closet. I think the dress is from Forever 21 and the turtleneck is from H&M. The boots, I believe I bought them at DSW, but you could probably find them anywhere. I like the block heel and a square toe just because they're more comfortable to walk around in and they're not super high. So I think I'm gonna put this to the side for night 1. So let's go over our first full day in London and pick a daytime outfit and an evening outfit. Let's keep moving along. Okay, so for my second outfit for the first full day, which is Saturday, we're gonna be doing a lot of walking this day. So I wanted to wear something comfortable and something that will keep me warm through the majority of the day. So I have the sweater that I thrifted yesterday. It's a nice cable knit. It's super thick, you guys, like high percentage of wool. I think even if I don't wear it or pair it with a jacket, I think this will keep me warm just walking around outside. And then I also have these kind of vintage mom style high-waisted tapered jeans that I believe I purchased from Target not too long ago. And then this is my new favorite find, and definitely I feel like it's a transitional shoe, and I've seen a lot of it, you know, for different fall trend outfits. And these are these kind of thick sole lug loafers, which I absolutely love. I bought these on sale actually from I think it was Saks and Fifth for like around 50 bucks, and they're a Franco Sarto brand. If you can't find them, they may still be on sale, so if you're interested in them, definitely check out their website. And they are so comfortable. I also use these for work, and I think they'll be great for walking around. It gives me a little bit more of a classic style, which I think is kind of what I would like to go for on this trip in London, even though, y'all, I am not a fashionista by any means, but I'm doing the best I can, right? So work with me. And then I also have another wool gray colored long coat, pea coat, that I actually thrifted maybe years ago. And the cool thing is that when you go into these thrift stores, sometimes a lot of these coats, they may not be in the women's section. So I definitely think that if you're into blazers, like I have very broad shoulders, so I'm obsessed with kind of this structured look just because it fits my, and I also picked up a bunch of blazers there too, just because they have nicer quality things, and like I like the fit a little bit better than some of the women's blazers. But I figured I can wear this during the day. I can kind of overlap it over my sweater. Obviously, if it gets a little warm, I don't have to wear it fully, but I still feel like this is a really cute look. A little monochrome, a little too cold, and I want to just, so I feel really good about this. And this is a shoe that I can wear not only in the day and in the evening. So again, I'm trying to be very strategic with what I bring. This coat I can obviously use and throw over. It's gray is kind of like a neutral color. Anyway, so I want to take this coat for sure and these shoes, and I can kind of mix and match depending on what we're doing during the day or the evening. It really doesn't matter, because I feel like it would be a good transitional shoe to use if we're gonna do something a little bit more elevated, like going out to like a little bar. All right, so this is the outfit that I think I'm gonna wear during the evening of our first full day in London. So what I have here is a beautiful cable knit sweater with this you know, intricate kind of knitting design. I think I purchased this from Nordstrom Rack maybe a couple of months ago, but still very warm. And then I've paired it with, which is also really on trend, and I've been seeing a lot of this lately. People have, like, fall fashion has been all about the skirts, I feel like, whether it be a midi, a full length, or kind of like these tennis pleated skirts. So I have a black mini pleated skirt, and then I paired it with these really cute sheer polka dot tights, which I absolutely love. And then of course I have my calf high or knee high leather boots, which is great because I'm utilizing them again, being strategic. And then this could be kind of thrown over, you know, get my wool coat here because it is in the evening time and it'll be a little bit more chilly, but I feel very comfortable in this. And again, this is another piece that I can reuse if I want to during the trip, but I'm really happy with this outfit. Let's go on to our second full day in London. Okay, so we are on to our second full day in London, and this is kind of a dress that I already had in my closet, and what I've noticed has become a really nice fall trend are these knit sweater dresses. This one I think I purchased at Nordstrom Rack probably earlier in the year. I think it was about 30 bucks or so, but I love it because it's a nice thick material. It's a little sexy with this slit on the side. You know, it's still loose enough where I can feel comfortable, but it still hugs my body nicely. I feel very confident in it. And I figure I can pair it with a leather jacket. This jacket I actually purchased off of Amazon, and I think it's from Mac Studio, which is more of a higher end shop. I'm not sure how I was able to, during the time it was on sale, I think I maybe paid 30 bucks for it or something, and I have it both in black and in a brown color, which I really love. But this is more of an edgier look, which I like, but it's super comfortable. And of course, you cannot go to the UK owning a pair of Doc Martens and not rock them while you're there. These are honestly one of the most comfortable shoes. It takes some time to break them in, but I absolutely love them. You can walk around all day in these, and I feel just very comfortable. And Doc Martens are always on trend. I don't care what time or season of the year it is. They're always on trend. These are such stylish boots, and I feel like the longer you have them and the more worn in they are, the more vintagey they look and the more that I actually enjoy them. I paired them with like a really cute little frilly sock. And one thing I really love about this outfit is that, let's say if I don't want to wear it during the day and I feel like I maybe want to make it into an evening outfit, all I need to do is obviously remove the Doc Martens, put on some cute sheer tights, put on my high knee leather boots, maybe put a waist belt just to kind of cinch me in a little bit, and just possibly throw over my gray wool coat, and then I have a perfect evening outfit. So this look is very versatile, which is what I want. Again, we're trying to avoid overpacking. So I'm really happy with this look. It could be for the day or for the evening. I may rock it either way. We'll see, rock it twice, who knows? But I'm really happy with it, and it's definitely going in the luggage. So I think we have one more outfit left. We're gonna do a dinner time evening wear for our last full day in London, and then I think we're good to go to close out this pack with me session, pack everything up, and get ready for this trip because I'm so freaking pumped. All right, let's switch over. Okay, so here we have my last and final outfit. I intend on wearing this the very last evening, full evening of the full second day that we have in London. So what I've done was I have a jean midi skirt, which is very on trend for fall. I think I purchased this skirt from Target, and then I paired it, and I'll come a little close to the camera, with kind of this sheer, really sexy, see-through, shimmery, kind of mock neck, long sleeve top. This top I believe I got from H&M. I also feel like it's very on trend, sexier for evening wear, but also still appropriate for the autumn season, you know, given that it has a turtleneck, and I can just throw my long wool coat or even my leather jacket over it. I've happened to pair it with my lug loafer shoes. These are just so comfortable, you guys. I was trying to bring shoes that I knew I'd be able to wear more than once while I was there. I didn't want to, you know, be wasteful, if you will, and bring a shoe just only to wear them one time. So, but what I can do is, if I want to give this look a more elevated look, I can pair it with my high knee leather boots, which is also a possibility, and some tights underneath. I can also rock this outfit during the day, you know, so that's what I like, just the versatility of being able to switch. And I want to make sure that I'm strategic when packing, because guys, if you haven't been to London yet, London has some incredible shopping. So I want to try and minimize the amount of clothes I take, because I want to shop. I want to shop. I want to go, and not only just for new things, but London has kind of a really, you know, elevated and robust scene for like vintage stores. So I'm almost positive that I'm going to find things that I'm going to want to bring back, and I don't want to overpack for that reason. So I'm really happy what I've been able to kind of put together. I was hoping to do more browns, but I tend to draw, I don't know why I'm drawn to black. It's just such an easy color to kind of mix and match and pair, but that's okay. I'm really happy with the outfits that I picked. So now what I'm gonna do is gather all the things, pack them up, get my suitcase ready, because in a few days, like I said, we're leaving to London, and we'll, you know, wrap up this video here shortly. Guys, I think I am about 80% done packing. Have all of my clothes placed out. I just have to finish packing a little bit of my undergarments, and then of course the last few things are like some of the hygienic stuff, my toothbrush, hairbrush, stuff like that. Anyways, if you made it to the end of this video, you're fucking amazing. Thank you guys so much. If you feel like you're feeling a little bit fall inspired and loved coming out thrifting and packing with me, please feel free, be kind, leave a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm as we try and build this community, which I am just so thankful for and so privileged for. Later on this week, we're flying out to London also, so you don't want to miss out on that, because I'm really pumped for this trip. Fall in Europe is just like one of the best times to visit, so I want you guys to tag along with me. Anyways, thank you guys again. I hope you have a wonderful fall and a wonderful start to your holiday season. If I don't see you guys in the next video, I'll catch you somewhere around the world. Peace and love to you. See you in the next one. Bye.